Hey guys, good morning. It's Mark with It's All About Racing. It is the 20th. We're here up at Watkins, Glen, and it's 8 o'clock right now. What you're looking at are the GT4 and the TCR teams are allowed to unload their cars. And as you can see, almost all the trailers are being opened. Teams are getting ready to unload their cars, and they're going to move them over to the garage area that you see over here on the left. Now, the support series, the Mustangs, the Lamborghinis, and the Porsches have been here. Well, they've all been here since last night, but they actively unloaded because they are practicing today. The prototypes, the GT3 cars are not even here yet. Well, a few of their trailers are here, but they'll be arriving today. They do absolutely nothing until tomorrow. So they're virtually in no rush to get here. In fact, I don't even know if they will be unloading today. But nevertheless, this is what you are looking at. And the first trailer here is Team GTM. They used to have two Aston Martin Vantages. There we see one of them. Now the other trailer you see beside it, that's like their engineering center. That's the electronic center with parts and things like that they have there. Urban Grid or Rubber Rock, that used to be a Camaro. They have switched, I think that they may be running Aston Martins. Don't hold me to that, but you know, Chevrolet discontinued the Camaro, so they weren't able to run that anymore. You see Kelly Moss and Riley here, and you can see a lot of this is electronics as you're looking there, you know, parts. The Turner, now this might actually be the car that is in this trailer. As you can see, they haven't even opened it up yet. You know, I guess the preference is to get all the things that they need out before they bring the cars out, so to speak. You know, you gotta leg the egg, you know, before you have chickens. And you see that's the RS1 trailer. As we move on down here, Random Vandals Racing. Archangel Motorsports. I spent the morning talking with one of the engineers for the Porsche Carrera Cup, so I learned a lot about the Porsche GT3s. A lot of stuff I didn't know before, which is always a nice experience. Invisible Glass, that's an Aston Martin. Now over here, you can see this is one of the Lamborghini Super Trofeo cars that they have in here. As I say, they got here last night. They practiced today. Now here's a couple more of the Lamborghinis from the Super Trofeo series. They actually overbooked them. Normally they would have their cars under their awning, but they put them in the garage because they didn't have space for them. They said they'd rather be under their awning because they got to go to their truck over here, you know, to get all the parts and things that they need for the cars here. Now these are some of the Porsches that are lining up for technical inspection or scrutineering. They're in the Porsche Carrera Cup. If you watch these cars race this weekend, they have all sorts of different classes. The yellow are the Pro class. You can tell that by the yellow strips on the headlight. The green are Pro-Am, and these are generally guys that would be normally in the Masters series, but because they've been fairly successful, they're in Pro-Am, even though they may be as old as, you know, 55 to 60 years old. And guys, here's the lineup for scrutineering. As you can see, they have a number of the Porsches here waiting their turn. They can sit here and wait quite some time, to be honest, to get through here. I'm going to go to try to find the Mustang Cup cars here. So give me a moment. This is one of the larger teams. You can see they have two areas under their awning here. It looks like they've got maybe 8 Lamborghinis. You can see what they're doing right now is they're balancing the cars. This one you see up front here. There's a cool look if you ever wondered what the front of a Lamborghini looks like where the engine ain't. That's it. And this is another area where they have the Lamborghinis spread out, and they are all over the place. We have, as I mentioned, we have Porsche Carrera Cup, we've got the Lamborghini Super Trofeo, and we have the Mustang Challenge here this weekend, in addition to the Mission Pilot Cup Challenge, which is the GT4, the TCR cars, and then of course the Saline 6 Hour, which are all the big dogs. Those cars are not even here yet. They haven't even arrived. I've seen a couple of the trailers for like Winwood Racing, and I believe BMW is here, and there's a look at the Unicorn Lamborghini, a very popular one here in the challenge. Guys, this is Ansa Motorsports, and you can see they have at least 4 Lamborghinis here. You can see them all lined up there. Now this is Andretti with Wayne Taylor Racing. Yes, you know, they're also going to be involved in the Lamborghini Super Trofeo. You can see they have 4 there. Now what you see here is an area that a lot of people don't even know exists. This is where Pratt & Miller and a lot of the companies that support the cars, like Dallara will be here, Ligier, Orica, they're all here. Lamborghini, Squadra Corsa, as you can. There we go, a little bit better. And this is where you come to get parts, technical support, whatever it is that you need, they have all that here. There's AMR that supports Aston Martin. There's Honda Racing Development. We have the Acuras, of course. We don't have any Hondas here in the WeatherTech series. You've got Lexus. So forth and so on. Okay, guys, this is the paddock area for the GT3s and the prototypes. You can see Porsche Penske Motors here. Their trailers are just arriving. They've got one parked, you can see her out there. The other one coming in. I also saw Wayne Taylor Racing in the background there. And you see the Cadillacs, they're arriving. You can see JDC Miller Motorsports there. I don't know if they're able to unload now. As you can see, many of these are just arriving. They just got here. It's a little after 8 o'clock on Thursday morning. You see there's the IMSA 10th of cell scrutineering. That's where they get inspected. And here you can see the Penske Motorsport trailer getting ready to park wherever it is allocated to go. And there's one of the IMSA trailers. You can see the race schedules here. Now they've even got the 2025 schedule right now. It's much like the 2024 schedule. And there's a look at the grandstands. This is the front stretch. The building that you see over here, the yellow building left, that is the media center. And that's the front stretch, and you have stands on both sides. You can see those stand there. Remember, Watkins Glen is also a NASCAR track, so they've got a lot of grandstands here, even though most of us choose other places to sit and watch the race. I like grandstand 2, or turn 2 it's one of my favorite places to watch the race from. And here you can see the Cadillac trailers. And guys, here's a treat. I'm going to move up a little bit closer. You can see Winwood Racing, they are actually moving their cars out. They have one of them already on the tarmac here. You can see the other one they're unloading from the trailer. Now, I didn't even know they were allowed to do this. They might have something special they've got going on. Maybe photographs they're taking. There are a lot of photographers around here right now. That could very well be the case. Now this car is a GT4 car, and they're basically, I mean, this is really just a Mercedes that they convert to a race car. It's not purpose-built for racing. You can see it's got a very, very small rear wing on it. There's virtually no diffuser on the back of the car. I mean, it literally is almost like a stock car, so to speak. And there's what the cockpit of a Mercedes GT4 car looks like. And you can see the screens. They've got the track layout here. And there's the center control panel, the seat. Now this is their GT3 car, and you can see the difference. I mean, look at the size of the rear wing on that thing. It's massive. See the big diffuser underneath it. That's how you can tell what a GT3 car looks like compared to a GT4. These are purpose-built race cars. They are built just for racing. They may share some components with the actual car, but not much. All right, guys, I finally found the Ford Mustang Challenge series. Sorry it took me so long to get here, but I'm taking you for a long walk around the paddock. You can see the Michelin Tire Center over there. They're not even open yet. This is Scrutineering. The Mustangs are the first to practice this morning, so they will, if they haven't been through here, they were last night. Now, if you look up in the trailer there, you can see another one of the GT4 Aston Martin Vantages up there. And right here is the Mustang, or one of them. So I bring it a little bit closer to it. So they probably went through Scrutineering last night because they were here yesterday. Because they race at 10 o'clock. They got a couple hours before they go out. And here's a close look at another one of the number 10 cars here. You can see they basically look like GT4 cars, maybe even not that. A lot of the guys from the Mazda MX5 Cup are racing in this series. You can see the other one. They're taking a look underneath, but very, very small rear wing on those. They do have nice exhaust. I mean, look at those pretty exhausts. Make them sound good. I wish they'd just take the muffler off completely, to be honest with you. They'd sound even better, but the Mustangs do sound really good. They're great sounding cars. And now I had to look at the front of one of the cars that not have the hood up or anything else. And now you can see what a Mustang Challenge sports car looks like. This one from Jeremy Fletcher Racing. Again, he's one of the former, well, he still races in the Mazda Cup. They are not here this weekend, so there are no conflicts. There you see, there's Lone Star Racing, dropping in. You can see J.G. Wentworth. That is the Acura, the Trush Competition, the Ferraris. And here's another cool look at one of the Mustangs again. And I do like that new Mustang logo that they have, and I'll zoom in on it for you. I think that is pretty cool. I don't know if that's on the real cars or just the race cars. I have no idea. But anyhow, you can see the exhaust. I believe they're Borla exhaust. Oh, excuse me, sorry, you can't see that. There's the exhaust on them. Anyhow, guys, that wraps up this tour of the paddock. A little bit later, I'll be taking you through the GT3 and the prototype cars when they unload. Thanks for watching.